someone telling her that she's too pretty. I don't think anyone is too pretty to work anywhere. Because if that's because what they're saying is you're too pretty to work at Home Depot, so where should she be working at? Because there's a lot of pretty women everywhere, and they don't have capabilities to be what a housewife or be around people or men with money, or if that's what they're trying to allude to. That's not even realistic. You have to live in a big major city to even get that type of lifestyle. So there are pretty women working in many different places that quote unquote they shouldn't be, which is I don't think that's cool just to tell her that, because now you more bigging her head up to where she is quitting her job, saying, thinking that, okay, well, I'm gonna have more deals outside of this, when you got the jobs for a certain reason to finish school and be responsible.
Dive right into these topics. We're gonna kick it off with some entertainment news. Are cool with that? There's a lot been going on in entertainment. I did briefly speak to some of the folks in the back, so they already got the heads up. But we're gonna talk about Home Depot. So let's go ahead and get this out the way because it is a hot topic. Let's go ahead and discuss this. I do got a video I want to play for y'all, and I want to get you guys' thoughts about the whole.
To come on here, as y'all probably know me as the Home Depot girl, the girl who went viral, and just talk about how God is really testing my life right now and just testing my faith and trying to keep my patience in him and just trust that there's a bigger thing coming out of all this. Since I blew up on the internet, I have had so much backlash, good and bad. Like, it's been a lot of good, but you also have that percentage of bad. Like, everybody on Twitter hates me for what? I don't know. Like, I literally don't know, just because I stood up for myself, and that's fine. And then Instagram's really cool. And then, other situations that have happened throughout this whole process that have just kind of been crazy. But I literally had to kind of quit my job in this process because of how much I grew and how many people actually seen this. And people were illegally doxing my address and also figuring out where I worked because, I did have my school in my bio, also my location on Twitter, and Home Depot. So if you put math together, like, people started figuring stuff out. So now I'm gonna have to probably move and just, kind of relocate and start fresh. And I just feel like I just am grateful to God because this opportunity gives me a chance to start over. I also gained a platform, and that means a lot to me because I work really hard making, my faith, lifestyle, beauty, and fashion content. So this kind of helps me go towards that direction. But it's also scary because I actually haven't received like any type of brand deals or anything like that. A lot of people think that like my net worth is going to flip now because of fame. That's not how it works. It just kind of, it's unmotivating, but I have faith that God is gonna make all of this work out in my favor. So yeah, some doors had to close, but I also know God is going to make a lot of doors open in my favor. So I'm just taking it with the winds, taking the punches, smiling through all this, praying, and just knowing that God has me. Know in due time when the answers and what is for me needs to be revealed, it'll be revealed. I know God is.
All right, there we go. Ariana, that Cassie, maybe a misspell, but you're too beautiful to work at Home Depot. We all seen this. This went viral, and she had to quit her job, man. She had to quit her job because everybody was trying to go see her like she was an exhibit. What you guys' thoughts about it, man? Let's go ahead and dive into it. I'm gonna go ahead and go to Precious first.
Well, you're not too beautiful to work anywhere, but she had her locations on, so it was, people had access to her. It's one thing to be online and to be on a platform or what have you, but when you are making decisions like that and you're not really thinking about what you're doing, then honestly, I wouldn't have even come out with this video. You know what I mean? If you had to move and relocate, just do that and continue to work at Home Depot somewhere else and continue to work. It seems like now she has a platform where she's pushing her beauty products and things like that. It's like, are you going to quit Home Depot? are you going to not work at Home Depot anymore because you have a platform now? It seems like the reverse of what she was trying to accomplish in the first place, in a way. But I don't know. Like, God don't help those who don't help themselves, and you help yourself or people help themselves to your location because you put it out there for them. So now it's like you can't cry that you're getting the feedback that you're getting. And I'm sure she probably didn't think it maybe would be this big, but online now you really have to be careful what you do and what you put out there. And so I don't think that she was necessarily careful with that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go to you, Casey. What are your thoughts about it, man?
I don't think I know all the backstory. I did hear about like Shaq jumping in her DMs and commenting about like keeping her head up, but I wanted to hear y'all talk more about it because I'm trying to figure out how did the post, like what post went viral and what did the post say to go viral? Because she didn't just start. Can y'all tell me a little bit more about like the beginning of before it went haywire?
Yeah, somebody got the details immediately. I'm gonna try to find a video and I'll play it for you. But I mean, basically, she was just making a post about how she gets a lot of attention, of how beautiful she is, and she worked at Home Depot, and so a lot of people um, thought she was beautiful, and they went looking for her.
Yeah, it was a post that she made saying that they said that she was too beautiful, and her post went viral because she put like the prettiest picture of herself wearing the uniform, and it went viral. But honestly, someone telling her that she's too pretty, I don't think anyone is too pretty to work anywhere. Because if that's because of what they're saying is you're too pretty to work at Home Depot, so where should she be working at? Because there's a lot of pretty women everywhere, and they don't have capabilities to be a housewife or be around people or men with money, or if that's what they're trying to allude to. That's not even realistic. You have to live in a big major city to even get that type of lifestyle. So there are pretty women working in many different places that quote unquote they shouldn't be, which is I don't think that's cool just to tell her that, because now you more bigging her head up to where she is quitting her job, saying, thinking that, okay, well, I'm gonna have more deals outside of this, when you got the jobs for a certain reason, to finish school and be responsible. So I think it's a learning lesson for her, like not to share her location. And but the biggest thing I hope she learned is that she need to stop clout chasing. You don't gotta post everything, especially stuff like that. Like if Shaq got in your DMs, cool. If you want to go on a date with this man, because that's what he was trying to get you to do, then do it. If don't. But you don't have to say, oh, well, look at me, look what he said, because now she just messed up her own personal love life, because ain't no man gonna trust you after that, because they gonna think that you're gonna put them on blast. So you got to be careful what you do. But I don't think she could erase. I mean, you could make it up, but I don't think many men are going to trust her with that part. And so that's the only downfall I see for her.
Okay. Mr. Vara, what are your thoughts about it, sir?
I believe in the law of polarity, law of opposites. So I see some good in this situation, like a bad situation, but I see the good in it as well, because this could literally be a blessing for her. Because as far as her being too beautiful to work at Home Depot, I mean, it's low-key true. A woman's beauty is her currency. So if she was to utilize her looks in the right way, she can reach higher levels in life. But even with this post going viral and her having to quote unquote quit her job, like you had Shaq jump in your DM. Like, he was testing the waters. He didn't really say nothing too crazy, but the fact that he jumped in your DM, like, okay, that's an opportunity right there. Even if it isn't with Shaq, you could have utilized that and tried to network. You got the world basically looking at you now. You got a platform. You could utilize that. If you got any other talents, I mean, you got the looks right now, so it's up to you, really. So I think it could be a blessing. It just depends on how she go about it, but she is kind of blowing it with the posting everything. Like, it was no purpose for you to post Shaq DM you. Like, that was supposed to be on the low. You were supposed to utilize that, make some connections, and try to elevate. But as far as her having to move and all that, I think she being extra out. You ain't got to move. Like, come on, let's stop playing. But I think she's saying that because I was just looking on Twitter and there's like this fake OnlyFans video going around. I don't think it's not her, but it's a girl that looked just like her doing the OnlyFans video. So everybody kind of going crazy with that because they like, damn, is this her? Like, she supposed to be this holy girl and she on OnlyFans sucking dick. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, can we curse on here?
Yeah, you good.
Okay, my bad. But yeah, she can use this, and I think she could really blow up off it. It's just all on how she uses her little 15 minutes of fame because she got it right now.